Today, Kevin and I are going to be trying some ice cream. This is from Stone Ridge Creamery. We have the Denali Moose Tracks, the Caramel Waffle Cone,
and Maple Caramel.
These were $4 each at Jungle Jim's International Market in Ohio. We have never seen Stone Ridge Creamery before. We've never heard of these. They're actually made in, or they're distributed out of Providence, Rhode Island. It says real ice cream, the Denali Original Moose Tracks. It says vanilla ice cream with peanut butter cups and famous Moose Tracks fudge. This is 9 servings in the container. 2/3 cup, 87 grams, is 230 calories. And this is a brand that we were willing to buy at Jungle Jim's because it was sealed. So I'm glad it was sealed. I'm glad we could try it. Okay. So I have not had this laying out very long at all. Oh my goodness.
Looks good.
Do you want to hold that up and then
you can see.
Okay. Okay.
No need to have a close-up on that one. You can see it. Oops, dropped some.
Did I? Oh
you
my
lost
gosh. I wasn't.
It escaped.
Okay.
You're not eating me.
No. Okay, there we go.
What? My swirl.
Okay.
Yeah, container.
Wow. That's just chocolate?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's it.
So I don't have a peanut butter cup here.
Oh. No.
I have one.
I forgot I had those in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these little.
I have one. I just think the one that I
cups.
bought. The chocolate's really nice.
I wonder if you're getting the same thing I am.
I got this right. Well, I didn't get any peanut butter in that first bite. Ooh, look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hold on.
Yep. We're just dropping everything on the table.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's not the ice cream itself. So it must be the chocolate.
I really like the chocolate. It has a grittiness to it.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I'm borderline on the texture of that chocolate. Because it's almost gritty sand, like gritty, that I hate. But it's also kind of sugary gritty, which I like. So it's kind of, which is weird. I know that sounds completely crazy. But it's like borderline between one and the other, you know? I think it has to do with how big the graininess is. If it's a really, really fine grain, I don't like it as much because then it's kind of sandy. If it's a bigger, sharper grain, then it's more sugary. Does that make any sense at all?
Yeah.
So I don't like sandy. I like gritty, the sugary grit. This is like borderline.
I like it all.
I like the flavor of it.
I think it's delicious. I could keep eating and eating and eating, as you can see. Just
I like the
picking,
peanut butter cups too.
pick. I've eaten like 4 peanut butter cups. They're very, very crunchy.
Mm-hmm. They're all in here though.
They're very crispy, very crunchy, but you do taste the peanut butter. I think it's a really nice chocolate peanut butter. I do like the just the chocolate mixed with the vanilla. When I didn't get any peanut butter, I still like that. So if they had one that just had that same chocolate swirl in there with the vanilla, I would like it too. Because there is a texture difference between the ice cream itself and the chocolate, and I like that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And so this
even the ice cream by itself is nice.
This one's a winner for me.
Like I said, my only even slight doubt is on the grittiness of the chocolate.
Okay, now we have a caramel waffle cone. This is 210 calories for 2/3 cup. It's on the other side. I was just wanting to see if this was less. Yeah,
230.
The Moose Tracks was 230. This is 210 for 2/3 cup. And it is caramel ice cream with swirls of caramel and chocolatey waffle cone pieces.
I do have to say that they did a really good job on the swirl in the first one at least, and they did a really good job on the number of peanut butter cups in there. And it looks like they've done a good job on these too. This company knows how to swirl.
Okay, you want to show that? There's not a ton.
Well, you can see the swirl on the bottom, in the middle, I mean.
So it's caramel ice cream with swirls of caramel and chocolate. Oh, chocolate. Because I'm wondering, where does the chocolate come?
Chocolate-covered cones.
Okay, so it's chocolate-covered cones. I was like, where did those chocolate pieces come in?
I like the caramel and the caramel ice cream. That's really nice caramel. It's very sweet without being like overpowering. I'm not sure about the cone though. They're just kind of soft, a little chewy. I'm telling you. Didn't go on my lap. Look at them.
It didn't go in your lap. My first piece of waffle was soft. But my second piece, I got a bigger piece that was really coated in that chocolate. And it still isn't crunchy. But you know, the flavor that's settling in, I don't know that I care for the flavor.
Yeah, all of them are kind of chewy. Yeah, I like the caramel. I like the caramel and I like the ice cream. I don't like the cones. So I would just pick around the cones.
That's why I bought it though. I bought it for the waffle
cones, yeah.
And the caramel is a very traditional sweet caramel, and it goes well with that ice cream. I don't know that I would necessarily say that's caramel ice cream.
No, honestly, the caramel is not super strong in there, truthfully.
No, I'm really only getting that ultra sweet caramel flavor when I get part of that ribbon.
Yeah, the ice cream itself really doesn't taste
and then it really stands out. But the waffle, it's just, it didn't taste bad when I was chewing it, but then it left kind of an artificial, I didn't like the funkiness, and it is a softer, that chocolate didn't help to keep it crispy, so I prefer it without the cone too.
I've eaten like 6 or 7 pieces of the waffle. I had 2 that were crunchy, everything else was really like chewy.
Yeah, and I was really hoping it would be crunchy.
Yeah, and when you get a crunchy one, it's a nice texture, but when it's half and half, then it's really it's not very pleasant.
This is the lowest calorie.
I know, it was shocking.
This is only 180 calories for 2/3 cup, 87 grams.
Yep.
This is the maple caramel. It is maple ice cream swirled with a salty maple caramel. So not really any hunks of anything. It's all,
which is good. I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm fine with that too.
I like a good swirl ice cream. I tell you what, all these have been really soft, haven't they?
Yes.
Wow.
And the smell is
It's maple.
very strong maple.
Yeah, it's good swirl in it.
Okay. It's very
I
soft.
think I'm gonna try it without the swirl first. That's a really, really strong maple. I mean, like I'm eating maple tree bark.
It's not only strong, but it's really artificial for me.
It does have that.
It's extremely strong. Yeah. I love it that they gave you a good amount.
Try just as much of the swirl as you can. I mean, you can eat some of the ice cream, but just try to get swirl if you can. The swirl is actually really nice. Kind of has that salty.
Well, then where am I getting all the?
Oh, the ice cream itself.
Oh, because
It's maple ice cream.
Because that was incredibly sweet. That was the swirl's delicious. Oh,
the swirl's really good salted caramel.
I wouldn't have thought all that artificial was coming from the ice cream.
Yeah, the unfortunate part is 90% of it's ice cream.
Oh, yeah, you're right. So the ultra sweet part, that delicious part, is just in that swirl.
Yeah. So if you get the swirl and an ice cream together, it's not as bad.
Right. Yeah, I would pass on this one. I love how soft it is.
Look how big that swirl is.
Oh yeah. I love how soft it is, how creamy it is. I would pass though on the waffle, and I would pass on this one, and I would just go for the Moose Tracks. They did have a lot of other flavors to choose from, and space is limited in the cooler when we go to Jungle Gym, so we have
in the freezer when we get home.
And in the freezer when we get home, yeah, we only have one refrigerator freezer. It's a side-by-side with the doors, and we don't have any other additional freezers. So yeah, so these were the only 3 flavors that we were able to get, but maybe next time we go, I would totally be willing to try other flavors, because I do think they're good quality.
Yeah.
I just don't think they hit the mark perfectly on everything.
Yeah, I would go, my order would be the order we tried them in.
Mine would too. I would go for Moose Tracks, and then the waffle, and then the maple.
Yeah, the maple, if it wasn't so strong, I mean strong, artificially kind of flavor.
Yeah,
it's it would be okay. But since it's in the ice cream, and the ice cream is the major part of that,
yeah, that's not even.
That's all you get.
Yeah.
Just if I could pick and make sure I got a little bit of that swirl with Bites ice cream, it's not bad. But you can't. You just can't.
Exactly.
And the waffle pieces, I could work around though.
You could work around the waffle pieces, because they are hunks and they're very distinct chocolate looking pieces. So you could not eat
That's
those.
why it's second, is because I can work around those, because it would have been tied for the maple as last if I couldn't get around it. The first one's really good.
Right. So, well, but you were iffy on that texture.
I don't like the graininess of the chocolate really, but I can live with it. It's still good enough to where I would eat it.
Right. Well, you'll have to let us know, since I told you this is the first time we've ever seen it, tried it, or anything. You'll have to let us know, do you have this in your area? What stores normally sell this? I'm assuming up north.
Right.
What stores normally sell this, and what flavors do you like? So I will have pictures for you at the end, and thanks for watching.